welcome to a very special edition of Byte Me,
where we're bringing you the latest and greatest from Bangalore, where we have CeBIT and Plugged in 2014.
So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. And of course, I'm going to start with some paid puja. Hello, IBM is doing the same thing with its new app. What they're doing is that they are converting new recipes into some unusual ones for all the chefs around the world. Check it out.
Everything is becoming smart. Besides your watch and your glass, your kitchen is becoming smart too. How, you ask? Well, for starters, the IBM supercomputer web app is taking charge of your kitchen with its new web app, the Chef Watson. Now, how does it do that? Chef Watson uses its complex algorithms to discover and invent recipes. It breaks down chemical flavor compounds and analyzes what ingredient will go well together and which ingredient might just be a disaster. First, it asks you for the basics, what type of dish you'd like to create, what is the occasion, and then it lists you about 100 unusual recipe options, all with different ingredients and cooking instructions. It has a database of about 9,000 recipes, and you'll get some very interesting recipes. And the best part? There are no rules to the game. Any ingredient can go with any ingredient. Chocolate with paprika, banana and coconut, just about anything. The sad part is that the app is still in its beta stage and not accessible to everyone. But the good part is that we met with someone who's used the app. Chef Saha, a new user of the Chef Watson, made us a yummy and unusual recipe with the help of the app.
So Chef Saha is going to cook something really unusual for us. Chef Saha, what are you cooking?
We're going to make a chicken and apple kebab. This is a recipe by Chef Watson, which is a cognitive cooking app. And this has got a lot of unusual flavors. Here we go. Some lettuce. We have the two different kinds of, the chicken that we have created. One is a grilled chicken breast, and this is a minced kebab that we've also added Vietnamese curry powder to. Salsa, which is like cucumber and pineapple. Now we have a pickled shiitake mushroom that we are adding to it. Then we have spring onion.
Will you kill me if I take a bite of that?
No, not at all. It's all yours. Then we have created a dressing or a sauce which is made from pineapple, lemon zest.
Right.
I will place a piece of arugula at the back to give it a nice look. Here you go. Voila, the Vietnamese chicken and apple kebab.
Yum. It attacks all my taste. That's what it does.
Yes, that's the idea. So that's the good part about cognitive cooking and Watson. When you are working with Watson, it thinks of hundreds of permutations and combination because of its supercomputing ability and algorithms that it uses, and its knowledge of understanding human preferences, understanding the natural language of taste. So it uses multiple things. So it makes you more powerful as a chef.
Sameer, 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 ये तो मैं समीर है, रुक, समीर, समीर कहाँ है? Sameer is at the Intel event, and why are you speaking in Hindi?
Okay, so that was very interesting, Devika, but I think I have a look into the future. Intel here is showing off what the all-in-one computer in your house could be just a few years from now, and I have with me Rohit, who's going to tell us everything this all-in-one can do. So Rohit, tell me everything you have on show today here.
So here we have a portable all-in-one system, an exciting new form factor that will change the way you think about computing or a computer. So this device comes here with a 4 to 6 hours battery life. You can take it anywhere in your house. It brings the family back together onto the living room. You can use it as a gaming device, as a media device. One of the top usages about this form factor is you can have wirelessly, you can have video calls right from your kitchen countertop. Coming to the capabilities of the system, this comes with a Intel 5th generation core processor. It's around 10 pounds in weight and 20 mm in thickness. This has a complete 23.6 mm IPS display which gives you crystal sharp images. Plus it's got dual stylus, so two people can simultaneously walk on this. This basically is a complete computing experience. You can duplicate or mirror your display, you can extend it, you can clone it, or you can just have the display only onto the second screen, not on here.
So Intel has shown off what the future of all-in-one can be in your house. But this isn't the only device that they're showcasing here today. There is a little gadget that can help you monitor your health, and that's coming up next. So after that fabulous all-in-one, which could probably be the future of the computer in your house, Intel is also showing us some healthcare applications that you can have very soon in the future, I hope. And I have with me Ashwini, who is the Director of New Business Development at Intel, and he's going to give us a brief explanation of everything they're showing out here. So what is this device and what all can it do?
So there are 100 million people in India who are either affected by diabetes and cardio diseases, and we are generally labeled as lifestyle disease capital of the world, right? So we are coming out with this reference design, which is a personal healthcare reference design. It's an end-to-end solution consisting of this device, mobile applications, and also the cloud backend through which a patient at home can measure several things that I'll explain in a minute, and can get a consultancy anywhere, anytime. So the unique part of this device, which is what consumer uses along with a application on his mobile phone, is that it allows you to take 12-lead ECG at the convenience of your home. And you don't need to have wires. Typically all the ECG devices have these leads that are hanging out. So you touch this device at several points in your body as instructed by the mobile application and measure your 12-lead ECG. That can be looked at by a qualified doctor at a remote location, and he can find out if there is any problem that requires detail. Similar way in this device, another thing is it has a slot for you to measure blood glucose, right? It also has a pedometer built in. So all three things in one pocketable form that you can carry along with you. If you are using ECG and if you are using it for blood glucose monitoring, it can run for weeks at a single charge, right? If you are using activity monitoring, then you'll have to do it probably on a daily basis, given the fact that you are continuously measuring the activity monitoring. This product is actually already announced by one of our OEMs in the market in India. So this is really not something that you need to wait on, and it's going to be available very, very shortly.
So after getting a really bad ECG report, I think I'm going to go and have some fun in games now. I have Tirth here, who's going to talk about some technologies that Intel is showing off, which is related to a camera and interacting with objects on the television.
Yeah, so there we have a couple of things. We have real sense camera. So this is the real sense technology that Intel has come up with. It does a lot of things. There are a lot of use cases that Intel, wants to focus on. And right now it comes with a camera that's been designed by Intel and made by Creative, which has a depth sensing and also has an array of microphones. So it identifies your gestures, it identifies your fingers, it identifies the facial expressions, and it does emotion tracking as well. So game playing, storytelling, and background segmentation all becomes much more interactive.
So what are the kind of, now the one application we saw here was just a game where we interact with music. Right. We can raise the tempo, reduce the tempo, it recognizes gestures. Are there limited gestures that it can recognize, or will this be pre-programmed by a programmer?
As long as the applications are concerned, it all depends on what the programmer can do. But from an Intel standpoint, we give a variety of gestures. And as long as gestures are concerned, it all, it's about the creativity of the developer. But from a software development kit standpoint, there's a wide variety of possibilities that Intel provides.
Can you also talk about the camera? What technology goes into the camera? Is it something like Microsoft's Connect? And how is that?
Yeah, Microsoft Connect is a different device in terms of its range, its focus area. What Intel has done with this camera is we want to encourage vicinity-based interactions. So when this comes integrated as a part of the next generation Ultrabooks, it's about how well we can interact with the machine that we have.
So we've been looking at Minority Report style controlling your computer ever since the movie came out. How close are we to seeing this on a computer in the future? When can we see this being implemented on a laptop that I buy from
Right away. As soon as the platform is ready, we want the developers to be very excited and develop many more such applications like Minority Report or even beyond that.
Another question was the second demo you showed us was about the recognition of emoticons. Now that seemed to be not very prepared. It's more like an alpha demo that you had. What is the purpose of having such a demo of recognizing facial emotions and expressions?
There are a lot of applications. How wonderful it would be if you are in a classroom, because these days online classrooms are picking up big time. Even in corporations, the virtual trainings are really going up. So if you know what are the emotions of someone else going through your training, that really helps. On top of it, there are a lot of manless systems that are gaining pace these days, where you can just speak and place orders, or you can speak and pay your taxes. At those times, if the system is annoying a user, it can send a feedback that the user is not really enjoying it. So instead of really having the user to give you feedback, this could be a great feedback mechanism as well.
So what you're saying is, in the future I could be able to go to an ATM machine, and if the interface is frustrating, the camera will recognize that.
The camera will recognize,
and give the feedback to the bank and stuff like that.
And the otherwise as well, if you're really happy, it would know that you're happy.
Okay, so why don't you take a break while we go kill some people?
You can't be so violent about the whole thing, right?
Why?
Like, it's a television show that kids
Get out
are
of
going to be
here!
watching.
Die!
Yeah, okay, so we're going to take a break. We'll see you in a bit at CeBIT.
No bullet! Because I'm bullet! Welcome back to Byte Me. Now I know I'm supposed to be at the CeBIT event, but does this look like I'm at the CeBIT event? I have managed to find a home away from home. Well, I mean, I know I'm from Bangalore, but this is not my home, but this is a home automation setup by Schneider at the CeBIT event in Bangalore. And I'm going to tell you what it's all about.
Yeah, this is a newly launched Zyter video door phone. We call it as video entry system. It have the monitoring system which can have the two cameras like lobby station and the door entry station. We can have the monitoring of the system, then inbuilt technology of the intercom facility between the flats and apartments. With this system can be connected to 20,000 devices, and along this we have the inbuilt technology of integrating with CBUS and ZigBee. We can control the scenes with the lighting controls, and we can have the broadcasting facility like in the apartments. If you want to have any broadcasting like news or any party going on, we can have this video door phone. We can have also the video visitor entry logins, which can store up to 35 entries. If any person come and visit you, you are not answered within 30 seconds, it will get capture the picture. Along with this, we have the RT ZigBee 3 protocol system, which works on ZigBee protocol. We can control lighting, curtains and the TV with different scenes, individual scene controls, on and off. We have dimming of wall lights and also the curtains.
What I liked most about the demo was that one can also control the fittings using an app which is available for Android and iOS devices. Through the app, one can control the lights as well as the curtains. The app is designed to be used by multiple people, therefore all members of a household can control their fixtures through their own smartphones. But this isn't the end just yet. Well, I'm actually really glad that we could show you all of this over here because, you know, we've talked about this before, but we haven't been able to see a demo. But before we go, I have a few questions. So, sir, can you tell me how easy it is to actually fit these systems in your existing house, or do you have to kind of tear down your whole wiring?
No, it will sit in our retrofit setting, means for existing system, this is the best solution. We can have the lighting controls, mobile app controls, remote control, and inside home control.
Okay, and for like a 3 to 4 bedroom apartment, how much do you think that something like this, like with all the controls, is going to cost?
It will cost around 200 to 3 lakhs.
2 to 3 lakhs.
3 lakhs.
And this includes setting up the whole thing as
Yes,
well
complete.
as the
Yes, complete system.
electricals. Is a lot of people expect them to be energy efficient. So is Schneider any different? Are they working towards making their products more energy efficient? Because this is going to suck up a lot of power.
Yes,
right?
this is completely green based setup, but because we can have the lighting scene settings, scheduling and remote based control, and one touch all and off. There if we have the scheduling, we can time based program, we can have it. Scene control, we can have the dimming of the lights where you can save the energy.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Nobody can understand what cloud is, not even this person.
उसके अंदर आपको सिर्फ एक कंप्यूटर के अलावा जहां पर आप उसको कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं क्लाउड से, उससे आप सारा सॉफ्टवेयर और आपके सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स आ जाएंगे। अभी तक ये स्टडी नहीं हो पाई है मनीष जी कि क्या बारिश के समय, क्या जब अंधड़ आता है, क्या इसके अंदर एबरेशंस आ सकती हैं।
But at CeBIT, we found someone interesting who could tell us what the cloud service is. It's called Clicks. They're called the Intelligent Cloud Service.
Data, data, and some more data. That's what our life is all about. How to sort your data, how to store your data, where to keep the storage device once the data is stored, how to protect your data. Wow, life can't be that difficult, can it? Well, not when you've got Clicks, a cloud storage service that promises you your personal and secure cloud. Now, how does this work? Well, imagine you have one Clicks account that can sync all your smart devices. Your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, everything is married to one Clicks account with unlimited storage. Yup, unlimited storage. All you have to do is make sure the Clicks account is there on all your smart devices. That's it. Clicks is an intelligent data that automatically swallows all your music, movies, contact lists, calendars, etc. and it digests it in your military secure cloud for 90 rupees. Yup, just 99 bucks for a month and you have unlimited storage. Now that's cheaper than your average USB drive. How else will A.S. Rajgopal, the MD of Clicks, make his money?
I mean, most consumers today buy USB hard drives, and a typical 1 TB drive costs about 4,000 bucks. So we wanted to ensure that it is far more valuable than what a USB drive would be. So we priced it at 99 rupees a month. So we made the cost lower so that we can make it very valuable for the users.
So what I understand from this is that you can't see my data, right?
No.
So how did you work that out?
So we use military-grade encryption technology. So we don't dump every individual storage documents and content into one large storage, because you crack one individual, your entire storage becomes visible. So we made sure that each individual enjoys a small cloud for himself or herself, and that cloud is encrypted in a military-grade encryption. It's 256-bit encryption. It's very, very secure. If you forget your password, I can't get your data out.
Okay, so what I understand from this that you are not going to recover my data. There's no data recovery here. So how do you think you are better than a Google Drive or a Microsoft Cloud?
So most of the places people limit in terms of amount of storage you can do, but they also ensure that whatever storage they're giving for free, they're taking your privacy in return. So they actually do certain analytics on the data that you put up and use it for target marketing. We don't do anything like that.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me your time. So that's all we have from CeBIT and Plugged In.
Write into us at primetech@ndtv.com and we'll see whether we can feature you or your story on our show.
See you same time, same place next week.